Do you see? Do you see it there on the horizon? A light blazes in the night. The beacons have been lit. Ghostgate is under siege. The six-house assault has begun. All loyal defenders of the tribunal faith are called to aid. O noble Redoran warriors, mount your guars and ride to battle. Brave tradesmen of the Hlaalu, your deities have need of you. Ordinators, heed the call and march. March up the Foyada Mamaea to the defense of the Ghostgate and the assault on Red Mountain. A new, delightfully scenic set of new landmarks for the landscapes of Morrowind. Today's More of the Day is the Beacons of Mamaea by Kalinter, a series of gorgeous, verticality-inducing landmarks built atop the hills and ridges of the Foyada Mamaea, built to serve as warning beacons, visible from the surrounding towns and cities. From Aldrune to Balmora, Plesiad, Vivec, and Ebonheart, lit during times of crisis to indicate an attack from Red Mountain. When you begin a new game, these beacons are initially unlit, tended to only by a reclusive order of the Tribunal Temple, who keep a vigilant eye out on the horizon for any sign of attack, ready to set their bundles ablaze, and so warn the populations of western Vvardenfell of the imminent attack on that mighty temple fortress of Ghostgate, the only thing that guards Red Mountain and defends against the Sixth House. On a clear day, you can see each of these beacons on the horizon, one after the other, from the outskirts of Vivec all the way to Ghostgate itself. And these Velothi-style structures, perched atop the high places of Foyada Mamaea, are a simply beautiful addition to the landscape, adding new landmarks you to see in the background of your adventures. Just a wonderfully realized with new lore that just perfectly fits in with the contents of the vanilla game. And each of these beacons is just wonderfully detailed and decorated, with small encampments where the beacon keepers can make their home, just taking turns standing watch for signs of attack, excess logs at the ready, and pomegranate trees provide a varied diet. Velothi banners flutter in the wind, and lanterns decorate the surrounding rocks and pillars of stone. An iconic visage that just so perfectly blends in with the landscape. At mods like this, that add new landmarks to the game, and like Kalinter's own The Mountain of Fear, or any of the other beacon mods like Marcon's Southron Beacon, and the Beacon of St. Realms, just really helped to add a renewed sense of not just atmospheric verticality, but of mystery to the game, of making the world feel just like a more realized place, a place of grand, epic scope, and not just limited to what you can see in the immediate vicinity. I absolutely love mods like this, even though they don't contain any new quests or dungeons. Just their mere presence in the game world is a beautiful enhancement all its own. And these beacons do actually light up. Once you meet with Vivec and discuss the Battle of Red Mountain, the Beacons of Mamaea will be lit, calling all faithful to aid in the defense of Ghostgate and the assault on Dagoth Ur. As you can see here, they are indeed visible, especially at night, from nearby cities, particularly when using the included distant land override for distant lights. This pairs particularly well with mods like Ghostgate Fortress, which overhauls Ghostgate itself, the various other beacon mods, Memento Mori of course, and perhaps most notably, War Leader Nerevar by Billy Fighter, which adds an encampment and a growing army at the base of Ghostgate, ready to go into war with you against the threat of the Sixth House, adding just that extra level of immersion. The beacons are lit and the faithful respond, a synergetic combination. To say the least, I strongly recommend checking out the Beacons of Mamaea. It is a small but fantastic addition to Morrowind's landscapes, and I too so just dearly love those beacons on the horizon. But that's our More of the Day. So, As always, I've been your host, Golf Guy. Thanks for watching, stay safe, stay healthy, happy modding, and I'll see you all next time.